we see that these cells are identifying as having EQ. These cells return 10 because it found the EQ starting at character 10 in the cell. So if you were to count from left to right all the way to EQ, the number would be 10. However, having cells populated with numbers and other cells populated with errors looks kind of messy and hard to read. It would be much cleaner if I could turn this into a Boolean, or a true-false value. We can do this by combining our search's return value with the ISNUMBER function, which returns true if the value is a number and false otherwise. So if we go ahead and type ISNUMBER and just make a cell reference to our search function, hit enter, and then use the fill handle to drag it down, this is actually a lot easier to read. Because a Boolean value is returned, we can actually better create logic inside of our spreadsheet. So if we actually combine this with the if function, we could clean up our return value even further. Okay, so we can use an if function here, where our logical test is this cell. And if this cell is true, it means that it's an electric vehicle. So our value of true should be electric. And our value if false should be gas for car type. Closing our parentheses and hitting enter, we see that this row is correctly labeled as a gas car. And if we click and drag it down, we see that the cars have been correctly labeled as either electric or as gas. Of course, we could simplify this even further by combining all of the functions into our if statement. But for now, I'm going to leave it separate,